Overall, your essay seems to be very well written and is very informative, while at the same time, is convincing of Malala's success in arguing her point, being that education is important and it needs to be available for all women to access without the fear of violence plaguing their lives and their want for equality. To start off with the main points that I think you did really well on. In your introduction, I felt as though you gave a very clear, easy to understand summary of what Malala is aiming to achieve in her speech. It's described in a way that hits all the major points, while giving the reader a good understanding of all the content that is within her speech. I also feel as though the quotes you chose to use for her use of ethos, pathos, and logos were really well picked. Very good examples. Specifically, for example, I liked the quote, "When I was in Swat, which was a place of tourism and beauty, suddenly changed into a place of terrorism. I was just 10 that more than 400 schools were destroyed, women were flogged, people were killed, and our beautiful dreams turned into nightmares." That quote was specifically used for appealing to pathos, which is the emotions. That, just reading that in reading just your essay, broke my heart. I think that was a great quote to use. Very good choice in that. All of them, but especially that one. I also feel that your descriptions, along with the quotes, give a very clear and easy understanding to the reasons that Malala's speech was successful in getting people to care more about her mission and want an end of violence for women and for them to have proper access to education just like men in our world do. You also used very well language in your descriptions. Your reasonings as to why she was successful, which not only just makes it sound more sophisticated and convincing, but at the same time shows that you have a clear understanding of what Malala's talking about and your interpretation of everything she said, that it's a very clear, concise understanding and like you know what you're talking about, basically. I only had like 2 notes of possible criticism / constructive criticism, I promise. Where there is a part where you mention for pathos, I believe it is, where you mention, no, I am wrong. Ethos, I apologize. Ethos, where you mention Malala's previous, the assassination attempt that the Taliban made against her. You did use one quote, "Thank you to my father for not clipping my wings and for letting me fly," that you said expresses her gratitude for the support she had to become this advocate. I feel like if you maybe added a quote that she mentions about her assassination attempt, that could hit a little more home of hearing it from her words as the one who experienced it. And then the last thing is, I think that possibly the final 2 paragraphs, I felt as though there were at least parts of them that kind of were saying the same thing, just worded a little differently. Possibly take another read through those last 2 paragraphs and see if there's anywhere you can combine any sentences or phrases or words or anything like that. Or see if you can make them sound a little more different than each other to still get your point across, but not sound like we're reading the same thing being said more than once. But overall, I think you did a really, really great job.